my god, I just spent 20 minutes trying to fix this camera in the car, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even... Okay, you see? That's how bullshitty it is. Yeah, I swear to you all, I just spent 20 minutes trying to fix this gimbal. Yeah. Can I focus and record at the same time? I'm not sure. So now we're going... Anyways, hi. Hope you guys are fine. I thought today I would do a little video about how I'm progressing with my mental health, and you know, I've had a lot of interesting insights. FYI, I don't know if you can see outside, but this is kind of the first snow in Montreal. This week I was in Montreal, but the week before I was not in Montreal, so maybe there was some snow, but I was not aware. If ever you live in Montreal and you're like, but Miguel, there was a snowstorm 2 weeks ago. Well, I wasn't there, so I'm not lying. To me, this is the first snow in Montreal, and it is very nice. And I'm actually going close to the water in a park, just like to kind of have a great vibe. And I'm gonna explain you guys why. It's because, yeah, I would say that basically lately I've done a lot of progress in my mental health. It's hard for me to pinpoint exactly what it is, but number one, I got the chance to leave the city and go to cottage, and basically so with some friend we rented a house in nature for 5 days. So we went to spend the weekend there, and then we worked from there because we're all working from home. We worked 3 days over there, and that was extremely nice. And I think first of all, the idea of getting away from the city is so important and so healthy. And I know it's not possible for everybody, so I don't want to put that like as the main solution, and you know, being like that's what you should have done. You know, I know it's not possible for everybody, and I'm aware of this. But if you have access to some kind of nature or some kind of trees, and you know, just being in a forest or being close to water, and I think it's extremely healthy and extremely important. And I really felt a big difference. I wouldn't say that I arrived there and I felt like magically all my problems were fixed. I just think that arriving there, I felt like I had the environment and I have the peace around me to actually do the work with myself. So in a way, it's having less distraction. I'm not sure I'm quite pinpointing exactly what helps in nature, but what I can tell you is that it's very hard to feel hopeless in nature, because there is less information around us. You know, in the city there is some, like, we don't pay attention. Like right now I'm driving, we don't pay attention to all the information that is going on around us in the city. Like, I'm recording, I have to deal with traffic, there are 1,000 advertisements on my right, like telling me that I should consume more to like be better human being, basically. All these informations. And even at home we have all the noise from the neighbors. If we live in apartments, all these devices. I mean, I just think that there is something about nature that is helping. So I'm so happy that I went to spend a bit of time. I would say that it did not magically cure my depression, but I just came back with a bit more perspective and a better take on what I should do and what is it that could help me potentially. And also, just the idea of being with other people. If you're like me and you spend a lot of time by yourself, no, I actually live by myself. It's so healthy. It's so healthy. I don't know what it is, but... And then on the weekend, I had another cottage, another road trip with my mom, my cousin, who's like my sister, and my partner. That was just magical. You know, these are such close people of mine, such people that I love and that I care for, and that, you know, I don't know, just make me happy in life in general, and I feel so close to. It gave me a lot of energy and a lot of insights. And I think the idea of spending a bit of time with people, you know, notably people that you love and you love spending time with, it makes you realize that you're not so important. You know, it's like you realize that when you have to interact with other people for everything, for food, for sleep, for who's going to the bathroom and stuff like that, it just gives you so much more perspective, and you realize that there is something bigger than you. And then we get to kind of the third thing that really helped me lately, is the idea that there's something bigger than me. I'm not at all religious, but I grew up in a religious family. Like, until I was 10, my mom was really pushing religion on me, and but very quickly I realized that it wasn't for me, so I stopped being religious. But I think, since the first years of my life, I had this idea of faith. I think it gave me a very strong structure and strong basis of faith in general. To me, what's really important is the idea of faith. It's the idea of waking up in the morning and believing that the things are happening for a reason, And I think what's interesting is that this past couple of weeks, with all this magic that comes from my environment of having a bit of switch, new perspective, nature, loving people around me, I kind of realized that things do not happen like randomly. Everything happens for a reason, and I strongly feel it. I feel like I am exactly where I should be in life, and happiness in general is wishing that you could be somewhere else, where you're in a specific places. Like, I'm not necessarily extremely spiritual in the way that I believe in something and then I pray every morning and stuff, but I'm really seeing synchronicities over here. Like, I know that something is happening. I know that there are some messages that I'm supposed to understand. And you know what? Maybe it's just my brain inventing some crazy shit. Maybe I'm just crazy. And maybe this is just my brain creating crazy things. You know what? I'm enjoying what my brain is creating for myself, because it's helping, it's giving me hope, it's giving me joy, it makes me feel like there is magic around me, and I don't give a shit if it's true or if it's not true. Although, like, I still get a little bit mad because I grew up in a very spiritual family anyway, so it's a part of me. But sometimes I get frustrated with myself when I'm like, but it's not scientific and stuff. Shut the fuck up with all your scientific stuff. Scientific stuff are not saving the world. Otherwise, we wouldn't be burning the planet right now, and it wouldn't be we wouldn't be dying. Okay, so we cannot place all our faith in scientific stuff. There are clear limits in scientific stuff, and the fact that all these scientific movements are just people don't know how to drive, I swear. Yeah, and the fact that all this scientific research are serving the interests of extremely privileged people, rich people on this earth, I should tell you that you cannot rely on that. It's definitely biased, and it's definitely human to do that. So everything is biased, the same way that religion is biased, and spirituality is biased, and we're always biased, and we're not perfect. And that's the reason why I don't want to believe that scientific research is perfect. That's why sometimes I'm gonna get interested in astrology. Sometimes I'm gonna get interested in spirituality and waking up and believing in the universe and thank you to the universe for what it brings to me. And I think having a little bit of spark and a little bit of magic is very often helping a lot, So I think the three things together are really helping, and I really feel a little boost of energy right now. Yeah. Let's grab a little coffee from McDonald's. You know what I love about the car too? Is that you can sing so loud. Like, if I want to do McDonald's, I can. I'm allowed to. Nobody's gonna judge me. It's the only place where you don't feel judged for actually. Where is the drive? Oh, it's here. Sorry, I was kind of struggling with the drive. Yep. Okay, you all. I kind of need to pee. Maybe I should not get another coffee. Anyways. I'm gonna have a medium coffee. That's it.
Perfect. It's gonna be $2 as a first single seat.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. the water. Let's go to the water. 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 You see, this is what's good about the car. Is like you can really express yourself. Yeah, sometimes I act up a bit when I'm with you guys. Just because I want to be fun. I want to be entertaining. You know, I don't want to be boring. Didn't pay attention, but it's extremely cold today. So just a couple things that I forgot to tell you. So basically when I came back from the trip, I felt like I had better tools to actually work on the things that I need to work, and I felt like I had a better insight of what would help. So I started going to the office because I've been working from home for the past year in my job, but like a couple of weeks ago they told us if you want to come to the office you can, but you don't have to. And you know, everybody's like, you know what, we're good home, we're not coming. And you know, I was the same. And then coming back from the trip, I was like, I'm realizing that it's helping a lot actually to talk to people, to see people, to interact in a day-to-day. So I went to the office twice this week, and it was actually very good. It is so windy that the camera is I don't want to lose my camera like that. Do you see what just happened? It's so windy that the camera swings.